So here we are. I like this a lot more. I will try to get situated so I'm not making so much ruckus and I don't have to edit it because, again, I am a novice and I actually have to look everything up step by step because I'm so incompetent. Okay, so yeah, I want to just lay down. Why, God, is it so hard to just lay down? Okay, laying down is good. Okay. I just remembered a client that I used to have. That was a long time ago, and she could only sleep face down.
And it's like looking out the window.
And she was one of my clients in St. Petersburg. And she was very cool. I can't really remember her face too much. Obviously, I didn't really spend a lot of time looking at my clients' faces. But I remember her, like, when she said she had to sleep she described the way that she slept, and I was like, oh. And now I'm remembering she worked at the computer, because I've been wanting to sleep that way too. And it's because we're all in our forward posture forever. So the back side of our body is overtly long, very, very long. And then the front of our body is just squished. So we need to do tons and tons of back bends and like Supermans and like everything on the back side of the body to free up the front side of the body, which is why she wanted to sleep on her front side with her leg out. See, here's the thing. It's like, okay, I'm going to try to describe it right now. Oh, this is such a beautiful color on my wall. I would look at that as a still. That would be a good still. Maybe I can just take a picture of this right now. This is what I'll upload. Okay, ready? Let's see. Can I do that and be recording? Oh, damn. It totally does not do it justice. That kind of sucks, though. Damn, that sucks ass. Okay, I'm still taking the still. It looks so zoomed in. Wait, what was that? What did I just take? I'm not sure where it stopped recording, but I did take a video of this still that's just like light bulbs reflected on my wall, and it's very beautiful because it looks peach. It's like a pink and an orange, and it's just wicked cool. Oh, okay. I have so much to say. I hear a nice loud helicopter outside. The almond milk is really not good, so that's cool. But I'll drink it because it's a liquid. I'm telling you, my body is just rejecting all these fake fucking foods. I don't know. My body is like really dropping in. I am dropping in. I already know the ways. It's like I have all these stories to tell, but I'm not sure where to start. Like all of these like how-tos and this time, this is how you do this. But it's like, it's okay. All that will come. And who am I, you know? Like I said, I am nobody. And I'm seeing this little guy. Okay. Yeah. I had someone try to reach out to me today who I wasn't expecting to reach out to me, and that is very hard. This is what I want to talk about at the moment, is making endings final. Like, finalizing things is really hard for me. Because I always want to be people's friend. Like, I used to always be like, okay, well, why can't we be friends, you know? But after you have sex, you just can't be friends. But if you haven't had sex, you can be friends. So, you can be friends if you had sex too, I guess. This is all relevant because it's happening. But, it's not happening to everyone, so. Good thing no one else matters right now because it's just me in my bed talking to myself. And this little fly that's up there, or whatever, the fruit fly, like, what the fuck is it? I thought those only liked food. I don't know what it is. How? There's not even windows or anything. So, it's hard to be a person. It's hard to be a person in this life. It is. I wish everyone would do this, where they just like talked out loud to themselves more and then uploaded it. Because there are some people that I would listen to, people that I like, you know, there are people that I like that I would listen to talk. I can think of a lot of them. And here's the thing, it's like, I'm not a smart person. I'm not like an intellectual, you know. I can't like, I'm not one of those like teaching you like historical facts kind of people. I've always envied those people. Is it envy? Maybe it's not envy. See? I don't know. I'm just like a person. And you can be just like an average person and also be successful and loved and incredible and like comfortable with yourself, and yeah, like it's always other people who disturb me. Not always. But who make like other people's negativity and whatever else, that is disruptive, you know? I can be that person too. I can totally be extremely negative. My energetic field is very felt and seen and heard. Definitely when I'm not in a good place. And I feel for anyone who has interacted with me during those times. But those times were essential. Those times were essential. This almond milk is so bad. Like, I really don't want to drink that water. I really don't. See, I have this sneaking suspicion that the water here like dries my mouth out a lot. So I was buying like drinking water, like jugs. I only bought 2. But maybe this is an experiment, because I was getting sick before I bought the water bottle jugs. So maybe it wasn't the water here. It was just that I was getting sick, you know? See? And this is the kind of shit I'm going to talk about, which is like normal people stuff. It's like, what kind of water bottle do I buy? I mean, it's related to wellness. Yeah. Everything is related to wellness. Like, if you're not trying to be on the wellness train, then you're, gonna run out of tracks, right? So, okay. Oh, that makes me want to watch the Polar Bear Express. Or the Polar Express. Is it the Polar Bear Express? It's not. It's the Polar Express, right? But I just think bears are so cute. And my guy's over there, my little bear. Look, this is all I have to talk about is my fake bear dog and my plant. This is how you know that I am in a hibernation phase. Okay. I feel like a true creative. Okay. What am I doing? Okay. I'm gonna give it a try. It's okay. It's okay. It's a true test. Let's see. Let's see if it... Please, water. Please, water, be good. In the name of water. Yeah. Okay, that was loud. I'm sorry. I have to get used to this, and I cannot be editing this stuff forever because I have made so much that I have like 12 days of editing in 2 days. Okay, this is why people have entourages. I understand that now. But the thing is, I wouldn't want anyone else to edit my stuff. That just sucks. And I will never ever let anyone edit my stuff. I'm saying that right now, and I could change my mind. I could change my mind, but I am such a rebel. I am so tied to my creative voice and objective in everything, in absolutely everything. I don't want to be told how to speak, what to wear, how to interact with people. I do not like being told what to do anywhere, anything. I don't. And I'm more willing to... Is my phone gonna die? No. Who is this? Get out of here. These people are crazy. Get out of here. So, no. Oh, okay. What was I gonna say? I don't know, I'm getting there. So, creative voice. Very important. Do not sway from your perspective. Do not let anyone else take lead. There's a difference between having people who support you and you being your brand. Now, I am the niche. I am my own niche. I don't want to be niched. I don't want anyone to tell me that you need to fit into this category, because that's not going to work. I promise you that's not going to work. That's not ever going to work for me. It never has. So, unless I start making dog videos, which I would if I had a dog. Yeah. So, yeah. But I don't. So, in other news, I tried to stop myself multiple times. Like, I just have not been able to leave. I have not wanted to leave the house at all. I don't know what. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. I have to leave the house tomorrow, so I better get over that. But no. Do not message me past 8 p.m. Listen, world. Do not message me past any p.m. Do not message me past 6 p.m. Okay? 1, no one tells me when I work. That's a fact. 2, don't message me past 8 p.m. What? Unless I'm on call, which I'm not. Do not message me. That is why I'm so glad I did not be a surgeon. I would probably be a very good surgeon. I have a feeling that I would probably be a good surgeon. What I have a not good feeling about is knowing that I would hate my life being on call all the time. I really feel for those guys. So, I'm going to think about... I wanted to recap the things that I did today. Just to mentally, and in this moment, sorry that you have to listen to what I'm saying. But you is no one, so that's good. Just for my own well-being, I cleaned. I did yoga. I did a lot of stretching. Long stretching. I ate a really big meal. That was good. I cleaned a lot. I cleaned the main room too. I did laundry. I did work on... What did I do as far as... I posted postings. I uploaded a short. I looked at some... Oh, I listened back to some of my... I tried to start editing my voiceover stuff. What else? Did I organize any of my clips? I think I did. I mostly made a lot today. Today was a big making day. I recorded a lot today. Yeah, it's just, there's so much to unravel. It's been a lot of years. So few and so many. So few and so many. So many more. What a beautiful thing. What a beautiful thing. Yeah, I took like 3 showers today. That's a little excessive, but I was cleaning. I don't usually start the day off with a bath, but I guess that was the mood today. Yeah, I looked up a lot about the new moon. And I mostly never look up the moons. Well, that's not true, unless I really feel something. Well, actually, what happened today was I woke up and I felt very nostalgic. And as soon as I woke up, I was thinking about my ex, which I haven't done in like many weeks now. And it was weird. And I actually almost started crying as soon as I woke up. And I was like, I mean, it was so fast. It was within like the first 10 seconds of me waking up. So I instinctively thought, well, that's weird. He must have really been thinking about me or something. I don't know. And then I haven't spoken to him in a few weeks. Like solidly, that's the longest I've gone without talking to him in years. Maybe 6 years. That's the longest I've gone without talking to him in 6 years. Is over almost 3 weeks. And he called me out of nowhere. Why would he call me? So that was weird. And then remember, if you listen to the first one, the voiceover I will upload, that's before this. At the end of the recording, I was about to go to sleep and I had this like little drift in, drift out vision. It was just a dream, like a daydream. And I remember having it last night and it felt so long, but I was only asleep for like 2 seconds. And you can hear that in the recording because I was recording myself talking. So things like that are fascinating and strange. I think it's beneficial to live in a world that is both fascinating and strange. I do wonder how long I can be in this kind of solitude, though. I've seen my roommate, but I have not seen, like, anyone else in my life. Mostly because there's no one left, I guess. That's not true. That sounds really sad, but it's not sad. I promise it's not sad. It is sad, but it's also not sad. I do talk to my father on the phone, so that's okay. But, I just like being alone. I just love being in my own company and just thinking and reading about things that I like and feeling comfortable in my own bed and my soft blankets and my clean stuff with my nice happy water that is not going to make me thirsty because I know it's pure. Wink. And the running and finally not feeling like you're running is good. That's a good way to say it, because there's this dropping in that's happening right now. All of a sudden, I'm like, okay, whoa. I don't have to drive that far. I don't have to go to that class. I don't have to go be social. I don't have to. What makes me feel whole? What makes me feel comfortable, content, refined, loved, closer to myself, closer to God, not in just in a universal kind of way, you know? I do not affiliate with any religion specifically, but I encourage people to find faith wherever they would like for their own happiness and love and fulfillment in the world. I encourage that. So, in that, I would say I am a person of faith. But the definitions are very different. And I don't really feel like that's something that you can define, because it's something that is experienced and then defined, you know? So, I'm laying down. It's just so much sitting up. It's like, oh my gosh, I can't sit up anymore. I can't sit up anymore. I do feel very heavy, and that could be a combination of cleansing my body, detoxing, clearing out everything, letting go of past cycles, past identities. To an extent, And just like allowing the mind to be freed, allowing the mind to create new pathways that are not defined by another. This is why I'm always very off and on about like long-term commitment, because a part of me feels like I'm such a loyalist, but another part of me feels like, how could I be with one person forever? Like, that's not right. That's not normal. So I don't know the answer. And it's okay to not know the answer. But that's what I've thought about for a long time, that I still come back to and can't really quite clarify. So I guess it would be more of a kind of more of like one of those, well, if it comes around, it comes around, you know. But I'm not going to go hunting for it. I'm not going to go searching for it, you know. I do not like when people are not direct. I cannot stand it. I really have. It's just not my language. Like, I like words. And I like no words too. But, just like not being direct is so lame. It's so lame. Also, it just makes me like think less of people. If you can't, like, I'm just a normal ass person, and you being someone who is also a normal ass person, but maybe, I don't know. I don't even want to say all that, because I'm like, that's not right. That might not be like the best use of my time, but I am open to analyzing it. That's why I'm talking about it. So I should give it some space. So, why is it that certain people, do they not know what they feel? Or are they afraid of what they feel? Or are they hiding parts of themselves? Or like, what? Why are people who are like that, why are they like that? I cannot understand this. I don't know. I don't think I've ever been this type of person. I just cannot hide anything. I cannot hide it. Maybe externally, if you don't know me, but if you start talking to me, I am not hiding. I am not withholding things intentionally. And if I am, I hope to God you don't know about it, because it's obviously intentional. But I can't think of many instances where I have to withhold my thoughts. Or like feelings, you know. That's a whole nother situation. Like, what the fuck kind of weird fucked up shit do you have going on in your mind? See, what, I can't hold anything back. I don't know if I'll ever stop cussing. I don't know. It really just adds, I like it. People are like, you don't need it. You don't need it. You don't need it, but it does kind of feel good. And it gets it across, It gets my point across. And, I could probably stop. Watch. I'll try to stop. Let's see how it feels. Let's see if it feels natural. That's the thing. If it doesn't feel natural, well, I guess it really is a question of if I want to stop. Because if I don't want to stop, then it doesn't matter. Just like if you don't believe in something, it's not going to work, I don't really want to stop, but other people, I think, want me to stop. But it doesn't matter because who are they, Okay, so also people who cuss, like, at least in the real world, I actually kind of like them because they're the ones who kind of break down the walls for everyone else's, like, bureaucratic, rigidity. It's like sometimes you need that person to say that thing, and it just makes it feel like, okay, like, we can do this. We're in this together, That has been my experience. At least, yeah, it's been my experience. But I also feel like I wear a lot of different, like, I can be a lot of different, like, characters based on where I'm at. Like, I think that only comes with a lot of experience in different industries. And populations, different locations. Living in different places also helps. Different dialects, different cultures. All those things help. Various roles. So I really am feeling so nice and, like, hibernated right now. This is awesome. This is such a nice, like, summer hibernation. It's not summer yet, but it feels like it's winter. So I don't know why, but I do like it. Yeah, I'm gonna give up on that one. I don't know what is up with that. That one doesn't get my jokes. Takes them, like, too seriously and out of context. And actually thinks I'm, like, probably not as intelligent as I am, which is also, well, a little understandable because I'm really not very intelligent, but I could also just be totally making all this shit up in my head, which is totally possible and most likely. This is why I think it's important to talk out loud, Because then you can really have a conversation with yourself and be like, okay, self, this is what you were thinking, but this is what you just said, and that's not rational. So that seems to be like the most beneficial part, because you have to be able to understand like what is most rational. So, let's see. I would say moving on from that, figuring out what is most rational. It's better to do it alone. Like, I will never, when I was younger, okay, this is related to therapy and my thoughts on therapy. I think that some people need therapy. A lot of people need therapy, like talking, counseling, that kind of thing. I don't think that many therapists or counselors should have the actual experience to be able to counsel. And that's not their fault alone. It's just experiential. It's just experience, really. But how do you, like, you can't really govern that. How do you govern that? And how do you teach something that's experienced? You know, it doesn't happen that way. So I have to go back and figure out. Okay. So hold on, I think I hope all of that wasn't in the background. It probably was. That's okay. So I think that therapy for a lot of people is helpful, but for many, it's just like a ritual that feels good, but might not actually execute anything. And that's mostly because most of the therapists don't align with their client. And like I said, that's such a gray area. It's very difficult to, honestly, you just kind of get lucky. I am not someone who personally has ever believed in that for myself personally. I'm not saying it's not a tool that many should use. I definitely encourage it. But just as an example, like talking out loud to yourself can be very helpful. And just writing in any form is very helpful. Because when you are given the room to speak and think freely, like without it being a final, it's not final, right? You're able to understand where your values actually lie. So that is in itself valuable. And not something that you can be given from someone else. This is why people make music. This is that. Some people talk. Some people write. Oh. I remember when I was younger, my father took me to this psychologist. I think she was a psychologist. She wasn't a psychiatrist, no way. And it was after my mother had died, so I was pretty young. And I think that I just knew, I mean, she was like pretty seemingly cool. She had a nice house, a nice big therapy room in the back of her house. I remember it. But I did not like her. Maybe I just didn't like the idea of talking to someone, but what I remember about it was feeling like, how could you ever understand this? You could never understand what I'm going through. 1, you're not my age. 2, the way that you're talking to me already makes me know that you don't understand. So I guess my perspective is being a counselor or a therapist is hard if you haven't gone through the things that the person is coming to you for, right? So if I had experienced abuse and then I was seeing clients who had been abused, that would be a good match. That would be probably helpful. But me personally, I've never experienced like physical abuse. So if I were to be that kind of therapist, that would probably not really work so well because I have no firsthand experience. So how do I even know, you know? So that's just a thought. And I'm trying to it doesn't matter what comes next, but a lot of it is related to the fact that I will slowly start sharing things like this that, I've just learned. And a lot of it's related to how being in your body changes your experience with reality, which many people do not know because they have not spent thousands of hours in silence with their body. And I will tell you that does change things. Most people never even clean their body enough for them to really feel it or know its, function. So, yeah. This one light bulb looks so weird. It has this really, really tiny, long, it looks like a tiny lava lamp inside of the light bulb. That is weird. It's almost flickering. Is it flickering? I don't know, but I've been talking for 45 minutes, which is a long time. And I think I have one before that too. So like I said, I just keep on talking. What is happening with that? I think for now we'll end it because I am getting so tired. I'm going to start twitching again. And I would love to have this be the end of the night where I just talk my way to sleep. And then I give you a rundown of the quick dream I was in, and then we do that every night. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll have that much to talk about for this many days or whatever, but okay. Okie doke. That was long enough. Okay. See ya.